business. Educate them about your child care center. Educate them about your transportation company. Educate them about the problem that you found and the solution that you have to the problem. Educate them about you, your business, your brand, your organization, what makes you unique and why you deserve the funding. So when we're applying for grants, R, we make sure we're relatable. E, we make sure we educate the investor. A, you have to have an action plan. You cannot ask for 6 figures in grant funding if you don't have a plan to back up what you're going to do with the money or funding when you receive it. You have to have an action plan that says exactly what you're going to do with the money and where you're going to put it and how it's going to help you grow. So when I got access to that $100,000 in grants, I was able to tell them penny by penny, piece by piece, where that $100,000 was going to help me. How that $100,000, where I was going to put it and how it was going to help me elevate. So you have to have an action plan. Your action plan is going to back up it's going to be your budget breakdown. It's going to back up why you need the funding, where the money is going to go, where it's going to help you, right? L, you want to make sure these companies love your vision and love your brand so much that it's almost impossible for them not to want to invest into you. They have to love your vision. They have to want to invest into you. This is where you tell your story. This is where you make that emotional connection. This is where you shine light on why you started the business. So when we are applying for grants, you guys, we simply keep it real. Type real in the chat. If you can apply for a grant and you can keep it real, type real in the chat. Type real in the chat. So let me tell you what grantors are looking for. Grantors are looking for business owners who are ready to take their business to the next level. They're looking for entrepreneurs who are going to take the money and funding that they give them and are going to be able to scale. They want to make sure you're going to have long-term success. Grantors don't want to invest into your hardship. The person who applies for the grants and say, I need this money so bad, or I'm not going to be able to get inventory next month, I'm not going to be able to pay my bills next month, they're afraid to invest into you because what happens next? But the person who talks about getting access to that 6 figures in funding and investing it in the right places and how that 6 figures is going to help them scale and grow their business, grantors are excited to invest into you. They want to know that the money and funding is going to help you grow your empire. They want to know that the money that you receive is going to help you go to the next level. Somebody type next level in the chat. So grantors are looking for you. They're looking for you, Jacqueline. They're looking for you, Beverly. They're looking for you, John. They're looking for you, Deja. They're looking for you, Valerie. You just got to step out of your own way. You just have to believe that the opportunity is out there waiting on you. You have to make a decision today that you're ready to lock in on your dreams and lock in on your goals. And there is a company that's out there waiting on you to take action. You just have to believe that you are next. Grantors want to make sure you understand your needs. They don't want to give you funding just because. They want to know that you know exactly where this money is going to go, where you're going to put it, and how it's going to help you grow. So you have to understand your needs. You have to be clear on your vision. You have to be confident in your mission. You have to be confident in your brand. You have to know where the funding and how the opportunity is going to help you scale and how it's going to help you grow. You have to do your research. Know more about the grantor. Who are they? How often do they give out this grant? Who do they normally give the grant to? You have to research your business. What's going on in your business? What's going on in your industry? What's going on in your city or your state? And how can you make sure you're aligned with the grantor and their needs? Now, I just want to be clear, real quick. I want to be clear. A grant proposal is not always required to get access to a grant. You don't have to have a grant proposal to get approved for a grant. You don't have to hire a grant writer to get approved for a grant. You never have to pay an application fee to apply for a grant. However, having a grant proposal opens up the door for more opportunities. Having a grant proposal aligns you with more grant opportunities. Having a grant proposal allows you to apply for more grants. Why, Coach K? Because when you are applying for grants, if you have a resource where all you have to do is go copy and paste, you're going to apply for more grants. You only need one solid grant proposal to apply for multiple grants because your mission doesn't change. What you're going to do with the money doesn't change. Well, depending on what you're doing. So now I have this tool, I have this piece of paper, and all I have to do is copy and paste over and over and over again and apply for multiple grants. So inside of my community, how we're winning a lot of grants is because we have grant proposals and we just copy and paste and we apply for one grant every single day. I've seen grants that ask for money. Those are a scam. Never pay an application fee to apply for a grant. Never. They're supporting every kind of business. Where you been at, Tanisha? Every business. It doesn't matter what business you have, what industry you're in, you can get approved for a grant. Follow this blueprint. We've helped every industry. It doesn't matter what type of business you have, get approved for a grant. Of just about. Okay? So having a grant proposal opens up the door for you to get access to more grants. Here's how we win grants. We simply follow the application guidelines. There are a lot of people out here winning grants. There are a lot of people out here winning grants, and it's simply because they're following the guidelines. Simply. It's not because they have a better business than you. It's not because they have more information or more experience than you. It's because they're following the guidelines. If the grant says it is due September the 2nd, don't apply for that grant on September the 3rd. You won't get awarded the grant. They won't make an exception. If the grant says it's for male entrepreneurs and you're female entrepreneurs, don't apply for the grant. It's for male entrepreneurs. They're not going to say, you know what? We do like her idea though, so we're going to give her the grant. No, it's for male entrepreneurs. It's not for you. So you follow the application guidelines. This is what opens up the door for you to get access to grant funding. But it starts with you believing that you can. It starts with you believing in you. Somebody type, I believe in me in the chat. Somebody type, I believe in me in the chat. I told you guys earlier, my best friend got approved for $200,000 in grant funding. My best friend got approved for $200,000 grant. It's increased since we did this slide, but $200,000 in grant funding to reinvest back into her business. What's up, Miss Emma? I see Miss Emma in the chat. Miss Emma has got awarded 2 grants for $500,000, so over $1 million in funding. She's in the chat on YouTube. What's up, Miss Emma? But my best friend got approved for $200,000 in grant funding, you guys, because I learned a skill and learned a strategy. Then after she got approved for $200,000 in grant funding, she went out and she financed a vehicle, a Maserati, in her business name. Solely in her business name, didn't check her credit at all. Then she got approved for $50,000 in funding that didn't check her credit at all. Imagine getting approved for $200,000 that you don't have to pay back. That doesn't check your credit. And all you had to do was believe that you could. All you had to do was let go of any negative thought that it wasn't out there and available for you. All you had to do was believe that it was your turn. Type it's my turn in the chat. So my best friend got approved for $200,000, reinvested that $200,000 back into her business. Now she has $1 million business, you guys. With grant funding, yes. She has $1 million business, you guys, because she took that $200,000, invested it in the right place, and now she has $1 million business. And all you got to do is believe it's my turn. So I want to do something real quick. You guys know I love action. I love holding you accountable. I love making sure that you execute. Is it okay if we apply for a grant together real quick on this call? Can I walk you through applying for a grant on this call? I need to see everybody on the call type yes in the chat. I got to make sure y'all ready for this. I need everybody on the call to type yes in the chat if I can walk you through applying for a grant live on the call. Perfect. All right. Don't forget, right? So I'm going to drop the link for us to go apply for this grant. It's called the Legacy Grant. It's a $1,000 grant. The winner is going to be announced for this grant on Wednesday. After you apply for this grant, make sure you come back, because somebody in the room is still going to win a grant for their business tonight. So don't leave. Make sure you come back in, because I still got a free grant list. Somebody's still going to get a grant for their business tonight. And I got a couple more surprises for y'all as well. So we're going to drop the link for y'all to go apply for the Legacy Grant. We're going to do it together. Come back and let's lock in. Y'all got it? All right, so I'm about to share my screen. So team is going to drop the link for us to apply for the Legacy Grant. The Legacy Grant. So you go to thelegacygrant.com. Click on the link that's in the chat. If you're watching from anywhere else, you'll just have to go to thelegacygrant.com. The winner for this grant is going to be announced on September the 3rd. So you want to make sure you apply now, right? So you want to type in your full name, first name. You want to type in your email address. You want to type in your phone number. If you have an Instagram, type in your Instagram here. What year was your business established? It's okay if you don't have a business yet. It's okay if you don't have your LLC yet. It's okay if you don't have your EIN. You still can apply for this grant. What type of business do you have? If you're self-employed, if you're a business owner, if you don't have a business yet, you can just type other here. If you have a nonprofit, or even if you're an aspiring business, you can click that here. Tell us about what industry you're in. But the most important thing you want to do is answer this question. What will you use this grant for? Now, can I just give y'all a little gem real quick? Don't just type one word in there. Don't just say marketing, ads, startup. That's 2 words, but startup. Make sure you give a little context about how you're going to use the grant, okay? Keep it real on how you're going to use the grant. And then hit submit, come back and comment done. Marie, don't worry about how many winners. Worry about how you are going to win. One of the biggest issues that we have when grants is we're worried about others. Position yourself as the best. Position yourself as the most qualified. Talk about your business. Talk about your business and your vision. Don't worry about anybody else. It's my grant, so I can decide if I want to pick one person, or I can decide if I want to pick 10. Don't worry about anybody else that's applying. Anytime I apply for a grant, I apply for it with confidence that it's already mine. Type it's mine in the chat. If you don't have an Instagram, it's okay. I already submitted last week. Congratulations. The website is in the chat. The Legacy Grant. The Legacy Grant. Done. Congratulations in advance. Congratulations in advance. All right, y'all, we're going to spend like another 60 seconds on this. Another 60 seconds, then we got to move forward. How can you work with me? At the end of this, I'm going to tell you guys how we can work together. At the end, at the very, very end. I got to hold up to my promise. My promise was that I was going to teach you guys the foundation. So let me hold up to my promise. Yep, that's it, Katrina. That's it. Tell me what you're going to do with the money. If you've already applied, can you reapply? Not if you applied this month or in August. If you applied in August, don't apply. All right, y'all, let's move forward. Yeah, you can save the link and do it later. A woman of her word. I love it. Thank you. Done it last week. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. Let me know in the chat. How many people was that your first time ever applying for a grant? How did that feel? How many people was that your first time ever applying for a grant? What if I could hold you accountable and help you apply for a grant just like that every single day? Because that's what we do inside of our community. We do grants like that every single day. That way you don't miss. Like, you cannot lose. You cannot miss. It's not if you get a grant. It's when you get a grant. When you're following this strategy and you're applying for grants over and over and over again. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, you guys, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. We still got a couple more things to discuss. So I need you guys to lock in so we can go over this. I promise you guys we're going to talk about business funding as well. So if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, you qualify for business funding for your business. This is my girl, Kim. Kim is the example of no excuses. Somebody type no excuses in the chat. Somebody type no excuses in the chat. Kim is the example of no excuses, you guys. Kim said she's making moves today to secure her kids' future for a lifetime. Imagine the decisions that you make today, the things that you do today, how it helps you set up the foundation for your kids, how it helps you lock in on your dreams and lock in on your goals for your kids. Imagine you making a decision to invest into you today. Imagine you making the decision to want more, to do more, and to go after more. And it sets up the foundation so your kids don't have to struggle. So your kids don't have to go through hardship. I don't know about you, but I do this. My why is my daughter. I don't know about you, but my why is my baby, to make sure that my baby doesn't have to struggle, to make sure that if my baby wants to be an entrepreneur, even if she wants to go to college, I have set the foundation to where things are in place so she can just have a worry-free, stress-free empire. No excuses, you guys. So Kim is the example of no excuses. She's built the foundation. She's a working entrepreneur. She has 4 vehicles under her business, under her fleet. She's been able to secure these vehicles without checking her personal credit. Kim is the example of no excuses. What I love about business funding is everybody qualifies. There's a funding opportunity available for you. It's just how you go about getting it that's out there and available for you. And most people don't share this resource. Most people don't tell you that even with bad credit, you can get approved for business funding. Most people don't tell you that you can build out your business credit profile so that you can go out and you can get funding for your business. Most people don't tell you with a good, solid personal credit profile that you can go into banks and get approved for funding, and you don't have to be a business for 2 years. You can scale your business to the next level, but you can use OPM or other people's money to grow your empire. And it's an investment into your business mission. But it starts with the structure. It starts with the structure of your business. You have to set the foundation of your business. You have to invest into you. Type I invest in me in the chat. Type I invest in me in the chat. You got to invest into you before another company or corporation. So this means setting up your LLCs or your nonprofits or your C corps, your partnerships. You have to make sure your business is set. The foundation of your business is set up properly before a company will come give you access to funding. So all of the things that we talked about earlier, your business address, your business email address, the brand appearance, the business bank account, making sure the foundation of your business is in order before we apply for these funding opportunities open up the door for you to get access to funding as well. My best friend who got approved for the Maserati, my best friend who got approved for the $50,000 in funding, she had to make sure her business was set up so that it could receive the funding. You cannot play it small and expect the company to give you access to 6 figures or $100,000 car. You have to believe in you. You have to invest into you. Hey, Lolita. So structure your business before applying for grants. Can I get funding without an LLC? Can I get funding without an EIN? Very few funding opportunities are out there available for you. So this is the importance of setting up your LLC and setting up your EIN as soon as you have the thought of being an entrepreneur. So if you're on this call right now and you're like, Coach K, I want to start a business, but I don't know what I want to start. I want to be an entrepreneur, but I don't know where to start or what to do. Don't worry, I got you. Your business portfolio, you can set up business, you can get business credit and business funding based off having a solid business credit score. I have a question real quick. So there's 2 ways you can fund your business. 2 ways you can get access to funding for your business. Let me coach y'all for a second. 2 ways you can get access to funding for your business on the business side. Grants don't check your credit at all. Grants don't check your credit at all. But when we talk about getting access to business credit and business funding, There's two ways we can do this. We can do what's called no personal guarantor, which means we don't have the best personal credit, or we have bad personal credit, or we don't want creditors to look at our personal credit at all. Or we can do what's called personal guarantor, or PG, which means we have a good, strong personal credit profile and we don't mind backing up our business. So let me know in the chat. Are you a no PG, which means you don't have the best personal credit and you have to get funding based off of the business profile? Or are you a PG? You have a good 680, 700 personal credit score with positive accounts on it, and you can back up your business using your personal credit. Thank you, Gabrielle. No PG, no PG, no PG. Gotcha. So I get it, right? And I'm going to just be honest with you guys. I have been in a space where my personal credit was not good. I have been in a space where my personal credit was not good. And reason being is because I made some mistakes with starting my business, invested everything I had into my business. And because of that, I missed some payments. I didn't have the money to make the payment. So I couldn't get access to funding. Can I share with y'all something that helped me on my journey? Can I just pause real quick and can I just talk to you like person to person? I'm taking the Coach K hat off for just a second. Can I share with y'all one thing because sitting back with bad credit is not going to help you on your journey. It's not going to get you out of position. And I see a lot of no PGs. One thing that helped me as I started my business, as I started to climb out of my hole, was consolidating my debt. So I'm going to drop a link in the chat, and I want everybody who said no PG, I want y'all to click on this link, and I want y'all to save it for later. If you have at least $10,000 in debt, I want you to click on this link, and there's a company that will help you take that debt and consolidate it so you can save money, increase your personal credit, and so you'll have more leverage and more money to reinvest back into your business. These companies truly helped me. Being in a space where I was able to consolidate some of that debt, y'all, took a weight off my shoulder. So I want y'all to save that link. Just type save in the chat. You can click on it now. Not necessarily Shamika. You can click on it now. I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. Hold on. Once you click on this link, I don't want y'all to leave because I want y'all to come back. Just save it, and then after the call, you can go here and you can find the company that works. All of these are certified companies that I recommend, companies that I encourage you to work with. The number one choice is here, but it will help you with saving money and increasing your personal credit. All right, let me dive back in. All right. So if you don't have the best personal credit, something that we can do, one is consolidate our debt. Two, we can build our business credit based off of the business credit profile. Your business can have its own credit score. So what we do is we build relationships. We add positive accounts or what's called positive trade lines onto our business credit score. And this helps us with going out and getting access to more opportunities. So we go to a company. There's a company called NAV that we also use. NAV allows us to view our business credit profile. It allows us to build and monitor our business credit score. And it allows us the opportunity to start the process of going out and getting access to what's called no PG funding. No PG funding. Got it? All right. So this is MJ. MJ said, despite his super average personal credit, my business had a good score. I was able to secure $60,000 of funding within my first 2 weeks. How many people know right now that $60,000 will help them make an impact? How many people know, like, if you got $60,000 from today in funding to reinvest back into your business, to start that business or to grow that business, it will help you make an impact. Like, it will change some things for you. Somebody said, yes, Lord. $60,000 within the first 2 weeks. All right. So listen, the third thing we want to do is if you have a good personal credit profile, you want to apply for funding. But before you walk into the bank and just say, hey, give me access to a credit card or a line of credit, you want to build a relationship. So we do what we call the 50-50 rule. We go into the bank, we open up a business checking account, we open up a business savings account, we open up a personal checking account, we open up a personal savings account. The more products and services that you have with the bank, the higher points are what they call data points you have with the bank. So it opens up the door for you to get higher approvals, higher credit limits, because you have a relationship. You want to make sure you have a relationship with the bank before you apply for funding. This is how you get those $50,000 credit cards or those $75,000 credit cards. You build relationships with the bank and build relationships with, you get a relationship manager inside of the bank to help you apply for the credit cards and the funding. So you're next, you guys. These are things that we are currently doing inside of our community. Not only are we focusing on getting access to grant funding, but I am helping entrepreneurs reach all of their financial goals. So whether that be increasing your personal credit, whether that be removing late or negative payments off of your personal credit, that could be buying that dream home or buying that dream car. These are the things that I am positioning myself to help entrepreneurs go out and get. So these are students that I have personally worked with to help get collections removed, help get build out their business credit and increase their personal credit. Even a client who got a 114 point increase on her personal credit. But I want you to type I'm next in the chat. Type I'm next in the chat, because these are students that we have personally helped build out their business and build out their personal credit. Miss Pam increased her personal credit and then got a $20,000 approval by following the blueprint. Mr. Merriweather got approved for a $5,000 grant, you guys, and he used and leveraged AI to make it happen. Then Access Point Towing had a credit score less than 600. Sorry, Access Point Towing had a credit score less than 600, and we were able to get him $70,000 in funding because we have a relationship with the underwriter and was able to show that he had the ability to pay that $70,000 back. These are the things that we're doing inside of our community and how we're helping entrepreneurs navigate and get access to the funding they need to elevate and grow their business. So here are a couple of key takeaways for tonight. You have to invest in your brand. Type I invest in me in the chat. You have to invest in you. Companies have to know that you are committed to going to the next level. Companies have to know that you are invested in your journey. Companies have to know that you are ready to elevate, that you are committed to going to the next level. There's no excuses. There's money and funding waiting on you. You have to get out of your own way. You have to believe that you can do this. Somebody type I believe in me in the chat. You have to believe that you can do this. You have to believe that you can get access to grant funding. You have to let go of the negative mindset that you can't apply for grants. You have to let go of the negative mindsets that you can't get access to funding. When we apply for grants, we simply keep it real. We make sure we're relatable to the investor. We educate the investor. We have an action plan. We make sure these companies love our vision and love our brand so much that it's almost impossible for them not to want to invest into us. And getting grant funding is not as challenging as you think. We applied for the legacy grant together. That legacy grant took us less than 5 minutes to apply for. There are so many grant opportunities out there just like that. You don't have to pay an application fee to apply for grants. You don't have to hire a grant writer to apply for grants. You can do this. If you lock in on your dreams, you lock in on your goals, you stop making excuses, you can do this. Type I can do this in the chat. I need everybody in the chat to type I can do this. I want to know that after this class that you know that you can do this, and we're going to walk this journey together to help you get approved for your next grant. We're going to walk this journey together to help you get approved for your next funding opportunity. We're going to walk this journey together, and we're going to go after the $5 billion in grants that are out there. We're going to walk this and do this together so I can show you how to be like MJ and get $60,000 in 2 weeks. Or I can show you how to be like Kathy and get $40,000 for her business. Or I can show you how to be like Mr. Melvin, who got $257,000 in grant funding. He's been with me since June. Type I can do this in the chat because I believe that you can. I know that you can, but you got to stop making excuses. You got to change your mindset. You got to be ready to elevate. You got to be ready to get out of your own way. You got to be ready for a change and a shift in your life. You got to know that today is the last day that you will be in the situation or the position that you're in. You got to know that there is more out there available for you, and you got to be ready to go get it. Type I'm ready to get it in the chat. Type I'm ready to get it in the chat. Getting access to grant funding is action over luck. What I can tell you is that the opportunity is out there and it's waiting on you, but it does not work if you don't work. It does not work if you don't believe. It does not work if you don't take action. It does not work if you don't execute on the information. Dana believed. Dana took action, and Dana got action. She's on her third grant opportunity. Entrepreneurs who apply for 20 to 30 grants have a 99% success rate of getting access to grant funding. So if you're in this call right now and you're like, I don't know if this is for me, can I get a grant? It's not if you get a grant, it's when you get a grant. When you lock in on your dreams, you apply for this information. It's when you get a grant. There is a grant with your name on it. There is a grant waiting on you. It's when you get a grant. I love it. I love it. I love it. So when you take action, these are the results that you are going to get. My girl Janelle got $50,000 for her business, you guys. $50,000. My girl Kendra got 3 grants in 30 days. My girl Miss Porter got approved for her first grant because she believed. Type I believe in the chat. Because she believed. The moment you believe is the moment those doors and opportunities start open. The moment you play small and you say, well, but, or, let me think about it, or maybe there's a plan B. But when you believe, and when you step out of your own way, the opportunities are out there and available for you. So let me ask you a question. My promise to you tonight was I was going to set the foundation. My promise to you tonight was I was going to educate you and teach you that grants are out there and available for you. My promise to you tonight that I was going to open up the door to show you that funding was there, it's waiting on you. Did I deliver on my promise? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So let me ask you a question. Are you ready to hear? My promise to you was that I was going to set the foundation. Now, are you ready to hear how I can help you achieve these goals? Are you ready to hear how I can help you get approved for your first grant or your next grant? Can I share with you how I can walk on this journey with you, hold your hand, and help you get the success that you need to go to the next level? Let's go. So you got 2 options. 2 options. It's just it. You guys told me I delivered. You told me I gave you the foundation. You can go away with the 3 strategies under your belt, and you can try to implement them on your own. You can take this information and you can go out there and you can go on YouTube University. But what I can tell you is if you make the decision today to try to go out and figure it out on your own, it's going to take you a little time. It took me over 10 years to really figure out the blueprint. It took me over 10 years to figure out how to do this. But we said these are the foundations. It's the foundation to help you on your journey. It's just the start. The second option, which is the best option, is you can stick around a little bit longer. And I can give you the blueprint. I can really show you how to take your business to the next level, but I can show you how to make your life a whole lot easier. So tell me in the chat right now, do you want option 1? You go do it on your own and you go try to figure it out, and you go invest the next 10 years trying to get approved for your first or your next grant? Or do you want option 2, where we work together, we lock in, and we help you get approved for your next grant? Just type lock in if you want option 2. Just type locked in if you want to work with me, you want to lock in, you want to help getting access to that next grant, you want help getting access to your first grant, you want to set your business up, you want to fire your boss, you want to quit that job, you want to set the foundation for your kids, you want to really lock in and elevate and go to the next level. All right, we got some people ready. We got some people ready. I'd love to see it. So I can show you the exact blueprint. What took me over 10 years to learn, what took me over 10 years to figure it out. I can show you the exact blueprint in your current business, but most importantly, I want to. And I want to do it because I know what it's like to be just like you. I know what it's like to be in your seats, trying to figure it out. Nobody will help you. Nobody will support you. You're ready to quit your job. I see you, Kanisha. You're ready to quit. You're ready to quit your job. You're ready to lock in on your dreams, Angelica. But you don't even know where to start. You don't even know how to make it happen. I want to show you what to do to be successful. So I told you guys at the end of this class, I had a couple things for you. The first thing I said I had was a free grant list. I promise you I'm going to give everybody in the room a free grant list at the very end of this call. The second thing I said I had for you guys was an opportunity to work directly with me. So I can show you how to go to the next level. So I want to open up my community just for a few people who are ready to take action. And I'm feeling good. It's a holiday. Y'all in the room. Y'all could have been out grilling, doing barbecue. I'm going to do something special just for the holiday. I'm going to discount my community for those who are ready to take action. This community is an investment. Some of you might not even have to pay anything tonight. That's how committed I am to helping you go to the next level. If you're on here right now and you're like, Coach K, I just don't even count yourself out. I got something for you. Just make sure you lock in with me. Make sure you stay to the end. I want to work with those who are really ready. I want to work with those who are truly ready to elevate and go to the next level. I want to work with some entrepreneurs who just need that support. Like you know what you want to do. You got the drive, you got the passion. You just need support. You need accountability. You need that person to tap you on the shoulder and say, this is what we're going to do. This is how you build that six-figure brand. This is how you go to the next level. This is the grant you apply for. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up the business and grant community. Now, let me tell you, the students and the success that you have seen in the last couple of posts, all of them are inside of my community. The $60,000 that MJ received in 2 weeks, he's inside of my community. The $257,000 that Melvin received since June, he's inside of my community. Kim, the 4 vehicles that she purchased, inside of my community. My best friend, $200,000 in grant funding. Now she's $1 million business, inside of my community. We're getting results. But it starts with you making a decision right now that you're ready to go to the next level. It starts with you making a decision right now that you're ready to elevate. It starts with you making a decision right now that you are ready to get in the room, the only room that you're going to need to elevate and grow your business. I'm going to do something crazy, y'all. I'm going to do something crazy. Hold on. Let me text my team. Let me text my team because I'm going to do